My name is Melody.
And my name is Kevin.
And our daughter Whitney became an organ donor.
When Whitney was a child, she was rambunctious, always on the go, involved in every kind of sport. She loved theater, she loved band. She collected friends like you'd collect agates, I guess. I mean, there was just so many constantly around her. And she was kind of a bit of a leader of the pack, as it were.
And then as she became an adult and a mother, I would describe her as a light force. She attracted people to her by her smile and laugh and her sassiness, yes, personality, sarcasm, all of the above. She just loved life.
Whitney had a chance to go on a trip of a lifetime. So her and her son Harper and her brother Chase and their very good friend Ellen went to Hawaii for a week.
She wanted to give Harper experiences more than anything else, rather than things. And that was his birthday gift when he turned 10. And just a couple months after that was when they went, and they had a blast.
So they did that.
He loved it. He had a great time.
Yeah.
He tried different fruits and things like that.
Yeah.
And they drove early in the middle of the night to get to the top of the mountain to watch the sunrise. And the fact that she spent basically her last week on Earth with two of her most special loved ones and another good friend, we think is also very special. She called or texted, I can't remember when they got home. I think it was Monday, but it was late at night, and so she wasn't going to come down that night. And since the next Sunday was Father's Day, she said, we'll come down and celebrate. And that's really the last message we had from her. I got a message from a phone number I didn't recognize, and it was her friend that she was dating at the time. And he left a quick message saying, you need to get up here. Whitney's at HCMC, and there's something very wrong. They've told us about doing the brain scans for activity first, and they said we've done one and didn't find activity, but we did another one just to make sure. And she, I remember the exact words, we don't think Whitney's going to make it. And we
it was just
lost it.
Just a total blow. So, lack of a better term, it was a brain aneurysm, similar to a brain aneurysm, massive bleed. I told them in there that when we saw her that she is a donor.
She would totally want to do something for somebody else. That's how she lived her life. And life and death, she would do it.
Yeah. Whitney would want us to be involved in social justice like she was, and we have been. We always have been. But our big push now, our jewel, as it were, is Life Source and how we devote time to that. It started with just going to the golf tournaments, including them in there, in an endowment, those kind of things. But you kind of want to be more hands-on. Something. What can we do to support that? And Melody actually came up with that.
Every time I make a dragonfly, I feel like I'm helping someone in a tiny way with their grief. They say, oh, I don't know which one to pick. I go, you will know. Yeah. Just keep looking.
And I have to believe a piece of Whitney goes with each one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's a great saying about dragonflies and how they morph into
the grubs of the dragonfly started in the water, and a lot of them couldn't understand why when some left the water, they never saw them again. They didn't know what was happening. And then one of the grubs felt an impulse to seek the surface, and he went to a lily pad and transformed into the dragonfly. He was flying back over the pond where his friends were, and he knew he couldn't go back.
They couldn't recognize him.
Yeah, they wouldn't recognize him. And the last line is the fact that we cannot see our friends or communicate with them after the transformation, which we call death, is no proof that they cease to exist. And I think no matter what your belief is as far as God, universe, the spirit, great spirit, I think there's some solace in that nobody knows. Nobody knows for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And you won't know until you transform.
Yes. Nicely said. And it's in memory of Whitney Jean Anderson, 87 to 21, daughter, sister, mother, donor. So that's Whitney.